And now it's time for Coach's Comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. I'm Cristiano Simonetta, joined alongside by Stars head coach and GM Chris Michael. And Mike's 54 games down. Came down to the wire, the final buzzer. Your Stars win 3-2 over the Sioux Falls Stampede. It starts with a 20-year-old and Nikolai Mayorov scoring first 3 minutes in. How important was that for you guys to get your feet moving? Because the last road game you had, Waterloo, you allowed 3 goals in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was very important. It's something that we've been talking about for the majority of the season here, and we have to start on time on the road, and especially with a crowd like they had tonight, it was a full building, and we have to get out and quiet them down a little bit and get to our game quicker, and we did that even before we scored. I thought we had a good start. We were simple through our D zone and through the neutral zone, and then let our creativity take over in the offensive zone, and Mayer just being Mayer.
And then a 20-year-old in Clay Hannes scoring an individual effort, battling the game back to 2 aside after 2 quick goals for Sioux Falls. Then the start of the third period. Number 10 in white, Jack Horbach, had 2 assists in the third last night. He decided, all right, I'm just going to get a goal here. Power play marker for your group. How big was that, especially for a power play that struggled all season long? Kind of fitting, the eventual game-winning goal in the last game of 2020-21 came on the man advantage.
Yeah, it was nice to see them get rewarded. I thought we did a great job on the entry. Just Steph did a great job kind of driving wide, penetrating that wall. And simple things happen when you put pucks and bodies in the net. It doesn't always have to be the prettiest of a goal and anything like that. It was just it was simple, and it's a Jack Horbach type of goal. And you know what? What a great contributor Jack Horbach has been for us. I know I've said it before, but he's a winner. And it's very fitting that he gets that last game-winning goal for our hockey club.
From one dispersal draft pick to another, Jack O'Leary, he's diving for pucks, blocking shots as a 21-year-old in his last junior hockey game before moving on to Cornell this season, or next season, I should say. What was number 15 like in the locker room, especially trying to corral this young group, an average age of 17.7 years old, but number 15 in white, he just gave it his all every single game he wore our logo?
I'll never be able to say enough about Jack O'Leary. I wish I can clone him and have 25 Jack O'Learys, because we would be really fun to watch, I'll tell you that. But we can't say thank you enough for what he did, and for people that don't know him. I mean, at the end of the day, just think about this. He's a 20-year-old at school. School is shut down for the year. He now has to go back to the league that he spent the last 2 years in. But the difference is he has to go to a team that he was not with because of the dispersal draft. And he came in here like he had been here for 3 years. And he put so much pride and emphasis in leading this young group and showing them what it was like on the ice, off the ice, at the rink, at the billet, whether it's a team function, a workout, a night, the guys get to have fun and be together. Whatever the case was, he was in the middle of it all. And we're going to miss him dearly. It was hard in the locker room, just now. Like, yeah, we won a hockey game, but knowing that some of these guys are done and now officially alumni of the Lincoln Stars, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
And what a moment for you guys at the end of 60 minutes. It's Aiden McCarthy swimming in the crease. What an acrobatic goal line stop on Cal Thomas. The initial save was also perfect. I told you before we went on the air that these guys were going to give you one last heart attack. This group in 2020-21, did they succeed in doing that? And how was your reaction at the end of 60 minutes, knowing it was a little bit bittersweet, but to just enjoy that and enjoy those 2 points after that stop from Aiden?
Yeah, it was a huge save. And you know what? Aiden's another example of these guys. Like, he had a tough start in the environment he was in, had a change of scenery, came here and found his game and found his confidence. But it started with his preparation and his work ethic, and that grew. And you saw it there at the end. He's a confident kid. Even in an awkward situation, he's competing and he's finding a way to stop a puck. And you see 5 of our guys down, putting their face on the line. Again, we're done. Like, we're done after this game. But that's how much it meant to them. And that's why we love these kids. why they're a part of our family forever, and why it's really hard. Like the next 24 hours, it's going to be difficult. Just to have to say goodbye to these kids that, you got to remember this is year one for me as a head coach and general manager. And usually you say teams that win a championship walk together forever. But this group will walk together forever with me because of what they did. What they did for this organization. They left the place better than they found it. And they left it in a great spot for us to take the next step moving into next year and hopefully getting back to the upper echelon in the United States Hockey League where the Lincoln Stars rightfully belong.
I know you don't like talking about yourself, Mike, but you mentioned that a little bit. The year one for you as the head coach and general manager, it started in the middle of a pandemic. Nobody even knew if we were going to play. I will never forget the moment that you and Cody last year told me that, season's canceled, we're done, we're going home in the middle of a playoff run for our guys. And now, over a year later, you're at the helm of everything. The team is turned around over the past couple months, knowing how you have developed this group alongside your coaching staff. But for you personally, how rewarding was it to coach these guys in the USHL your first year as the head guy?
It's the greatest job in the world. Like, to me, literally, I wake up every morning. I have a nice little drive in front of me to get down to the ice box. But, every morning I count my blessings. I have the greatest family in the world. My wife, my son, my mom, my dad, my brothers, the support system that they give me. And then knowing that to be the head coach and general manager of the Lincoln Stars is the best job in the world, in my opinion. And it's a complete privilege. And it's been a lot of learning. Did we have the year we wanted? No. Not results-wise. But we did have the year that we wanted. And what I mean by that is the first slide that these players saw at the beginning of the year back in training camp signified what our purpose was this year. And our purpose was to reconnect with our loyal supporters that were not thrilled about what had gone on over the last few years here, rightfully so for them, and to show them that we want to embody what Lincoln stands for. And I know I've said it before and I'll always say it, but that's, a work ethic, family first type team that the people of Lincoln can be proud of. And, we talked about it last night after the game when we got back down to the locker room just to see the people and how excited they were and the energy that our building had and all the comments that have been flowing around for the last, 2 months that our guys have seen or have been told about or read to and all those things. So we didn't accomplish what we wanted to as far as, we're not in the playoffs and we're not giving ourselves a chance to play for a Clark Cup, which is the end goal. But we took a major step in rebuilding our culture and reconnecting with our loyal supporters and driving the excitement now this summer moving into next season that, now the target's on our back and we want it. We relish that. Pressure is a good thing. Pressure means that we're worth something and we got to live up to it. And the off season starts tomorrow and away we go in our work, and we're going to do whatever it takes to continue to reconnect, to bring in our supporters into the icebox next year and hopefully be playing for a Clark Cup at this time next year. But and I would be remiss to say before we get off the air here, thank you to Ryan Schiff, our owner. It's not an easy year to be an owner in the United States Hockey League, and he could have packed it up. He could have said, you know what, we're not going to do this, and he did. And he knew the ramifications for himself personally, but that just tells you what type of person he is and how much he cared about the Lincoln Stars and our players and our fans. And so we want to say thank you to him. Want to say thank you to everybody in our front office for everything they did and giving us the ability to play, to travel, to do all those things. Thank you to our sponsors. Like I said, it's not an easy year to want to sponsor or help out, and they did, and they were unbelievable to our billets, most special people the organization has, to take these boys into their house, treat them like their own sons, any meal they need, they have, clothes they have, whatever they need. And again, we're talking through a pandemic. These special people open up their doors and allowed these kids to come in and protected them, gave them a safe, healthy environment that we knew that they were taken care of. And can't say thank you enough to them. And thank you to my staff. It's been a long year, a lot of hours, a lot of phone calls up till 2, 3 in the morning, just trying to figure things out and how do we get better each day. And thank you to them, thank you to their families as well, because it's hard on them the most. And when we're in this grueling season for 9 months, our families take a back seat, and I can't say thank you enough to them and to my family as well. My wife, my son, love you guys. Appreciate all the support, and look forward to spending some more time with you guys. But thank you to our fans. Thank you to you, Cristiano. You made my life easier with these comments, and absolutely love being the head coach and general manager of the Lincoln Stars. Hopefully we get to continue through year 2, and like I said, put Lincoln back in the upper echelon in the USHL where we rightfully belong.